Yo, welcome everyone. Y'all ready for game day? Scouting is already available.
Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select a player to learn more.
We're a little bit early, but that's all good. Friday game day.
Select to scout this player and unlock his... Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a... You just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams...
She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of... I got both my girls, head to toe designer.
Waiting for the
Little bit, little bit.
These players are on the last year of their contract.
Little bit, you ain't talking big.
Hey RJ,
I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah.
We got RJ, Robert.
Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of... I got
Yo,
both
RJ,
my girls,
do you
head to toe
want to
designer.
find any of these guys?
Wood,
Rot, Galloway, Marion.
Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way,
Toby
little
Wood.
bit.
Gotcha.
West LA, that where you find me though.
Tell me like the deal you want to give him. I think we could get. You have 148 million in cap, bro. You have 148
Let me
million.
feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
47.8. He's signed. I don't think that's that bad because I do think he's pretty good. You want this kid? He's 30. I would say maybe just draft one of the upcoming drafts. Any upcoming draft. Because there is a top stud. And then, you know, there's more Hit a donk. I think I'm playing on all Madden this week. So. It's for you. Broncos. Gameday. Dante Scott. Flowers. So, playing them again. It's fun and we're back. I guess we can play the Rams game just to see a run team. And if Tayshaun could come, I'll play his game. I do want to play most of the games, and I'll just say the more important games. Where is Tayshaun? I haven't seen him in a while today. I've seen him in the morning.
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback.
He's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown, Denver.
A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
What was that?
Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carried
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Tackled at the 29-yard line.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Las Vegas.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Over the middle, taken in. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
Operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. On the draw, here's Jackson. Still going. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Off play action. Cartwright. Is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. And his first carry loses the football. And the Raiders have recovered. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 14. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Brings up now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The running back.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's
from the gun. Cartwright. Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick is no good. The score remains tied.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
I'm on a
The catch made by Mitchell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Wood, let's go, Wood.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And nowhere really to go there. They'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
Jimmy also just sit back there. Snapped out, and the Raiders have
I didn't
recovered.
even think that. Wait, how did you?
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is stuck.
No,
It's loose.
it's a hit streak.
But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes
How do you drop
and
that?
avoids the turnover. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there for the Raiders.
Is that passing the face?
Throwing on 1st down. Cartwright. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
On those those slants, everything happens so
Oh
quickly.
my.
What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now a hit. Careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is
this
trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away.
Picked off at the 50. And look at this, big game.
The QB!
This will fortunately
Hey, this is fun, okay? The quarterback
this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire.
In the first half.
And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to
Raiders,
take care
Broncos,
of the football
most
is
probably
paramount.
in
Fortunate
DFL
bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Do you agree, RJ?
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Wow.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He still got destroyed.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running
I think
back.
that's
It's
on
complete.
board. Maybe. Come on. Speak.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you got that in your pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
I'm just having
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Stop Madden AI.
First down, they drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
So.
To the 36-yard line, taken down
Madden
after
AI
getting 8 yards.
sometimes very
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
I don't have PlayStation Plus anymore. Go out of bounds, big brain.
The Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Actually, I'll just take the field goal.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 39.
Yeah,
in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go.
15.
And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but
what
they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front of the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping
Why do you want to know, bro?
The Broncos take over first and
The
10.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look.
I don't
3
have
men to the
to,
right
sorry.
side on 2nd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play.
Whoa,
he's going to float this over the middle deep.
If someone caught it, what is 8?
So we have
What is
reached
8?
halftime, and we will
What is
skip
8?
the highlight
Tell me,
show
what
this
is
week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
14.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Oh, that's
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10.
Bro, I don't have this play.
The offense for Las Vegas about
Where's
set to
the
begin the drive.
Discord?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, the other guy made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he almost
I
had it
don't know. I won't
defensively.
believe it too.
Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up
I don't
falling
think we like
incomplete.
this score anymore.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case,
I have this score.
the
You
DB
know that.
matched it move for move and
I
knocked it
actually do
away.
have this score.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over,
do
first
have
down
Discord.
and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Holy wood!
Have got him.
What the sack?
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out.
What?
They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Cartwright. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
88.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Bro, that's showing us that this play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's
That's what
complete.
I didn't.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his
I
elusiveness
think we need
to
to
make
trade
people
this
miss and
running
pick up
back.
the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It's a
So
No, that was
nursing a
such a
slim
good
lead, and
play.
that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders have recovered.
fumble on the play.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now If you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Pass down the middle is front four and hold in. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
So
barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And he's got his man in straight complete.
He hurt him!
And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Back at the 17-yard line.
Why are you going?
And
he caught it.
Incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. They didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
Why not show me like the
and the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And he fires one that's
Justin Flowers with the interception. Justin Flowers.
Take over inside the 45 at the
44-yard
line.
Coach King
in Las Vegas.
tested positive for COVID-19.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
But interception nation. Let's go, Justin Flowers. He's a young stud, I told you. He is a young stud.
This will be caught. And he gets this
showing
inside
why
the
he will be the
35-yard
real
line.
deal eventually.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. On 1st and 10, Cartwright. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cartwright. Quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now,
he lost the football. It's picked up by
I was so close to going out.
Well, that takeaway, partner.
8 fumbles.
That's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
I'm losing all my confidence.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs.
What is
and they
happening?
come up on 2nd down.
I don't do this, but I want to beat them.
Here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
I think that's
have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A Third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Bro, RJ down to the wire.
With 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield.
What hits me?
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by the air. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 right there, and they're on a roll. That's another 1st down.
Madden always has something weird up their sleeve.
From the midfield stripe,
I'm so
they'll look
used
to
to
throw.
that.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And I used to play a lot of
past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
No.
They'll get this out to
it's not letting me switch to that guy. I would have hit the kid.
He's brought down at the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. They'll look to throw. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's
I'm going to call
timeout.
Okay? I'm going to call timeout. Could be very controversial.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Kick it,
He's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over,
I'm expecting you to be Kevin Baldwin right here.
We take a break. And his kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you.
Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet.
You left too much time.
Defense, you got to think to yourself.
Too much time on the clock.
Prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't get anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Operating from the gun. Cartwright looking deep
I'm
down.
on a page. He got it. He got it.
And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defense.
Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
On the defense, it's third
That catch was
down.
definitely insane.
Back to throw.
Don't be good!
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
Interception! Done, 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 done. That's the game, buddy. Donkeys, you can't beat me, okay? You can never beat me. You can never beat me while I have this team. We're still better than you. And that catch, Tompkins, is goated. Did you guys see that catch? Did you guys see that catch? That catch right there! Yeah, let's go, guys.
And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
Ooh.
So
It's the ball game. Is Tayshawn here? Is Tayshawn anywhere online?
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah,
I'll just play the Ravens.
Flag on the play. Hold up.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown. I just scored a whole
One of the most insane games ever. I still have to put the DFL scores, like for week 2.
Girl, hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like,
Bro, now
with them Falcons, I just made
kind of annoying. I'm just gonna delete the scores channel. I think, bro, you have all the streams here. And, like, if anything happens to the server, you want, like, to be like, bro, we lost all that scores, all that stuff. Great job, RJ. Your team is insane.
Running out the block, yeah, I'm something like a lineback.
He's a 94.
How you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple.
Hey, this Deshaun Clark guy, he's not that bad.
Plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't trying to get
Eli,
the second
Coach
flag
Toro.
on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play.
Okay,
Like Julio,
I have to edit the draft press.
in the red zone, going strong. Watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a panther, out of up the standards. Like Michael
wow.
Vick in a
Almost
line
off.
when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me
Bro,
Black
RJ, that catch
Bridgewater.
was
Lamar
insane.
Jackson, how I throw the
Top
Ravens
10.
across the border.
Best play of the year.
You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you
Like,
ain't
bro,
trying to
he
get that
tormented
second
them.
flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play.
Oh, so play the Ravens.
Going strong, watch me
Deshaun
shake and
hasn't
bake.
been on, like, all day. I'm not gonna play all of the games today, just a few of them. Oh shoot, this is a user game! Is the Packers available, Mr. Eli? Because Ron, he picked up the Rams.
select the team you want to
And
join.
then Otter picked Bokuto, whatever his name is now, picked up the Bills. Is the Packers available? Where is this team? Hey. I think we're past them. Where's the Rams?
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
Paul Jones. Or Jones. So, Ron and Tayshaun. Good game for both of them. What's the middle? Whatever it is. I own Philly, okay? I own Philly in the NFL. I own them. Where's bro? I beat them almost every time I played them.
You have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be out.
See if I have an injury from the last game. Well, Tayshaun, your game is usered. I'm gonna commentate. I'm not gonna commentate. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna eat while I do this. Yo, Eli, can you tell Ron that his game? Just like tell him. These Rams like that. Oh, he has a 93 running back too. Huh? 93 linebacker. This is kind of stacked.
Today on EA Sports.
War Seminole. Brennan Byron. Since none of them are here, so. I'm gonna go
2 weeks have come and gone. It's
so
off to
come
week
here
3,
and watch the
we're
Rams
underway
win.
on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing on first down. Porter firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Porter's pass complete.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 54 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw on second down. Porter over the middle, complete. That's Fleming. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
For the running back. He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Porter. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The impressive opening, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 4 yards out, and the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs. And
it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
His kick is good.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
This is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. They'll run on first down. Streeter. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Ravens nothing.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Burn. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
29-yard line.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 22-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a give right side. Rhodes. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Byrne got a man, and he hits him in stride. Burns, and he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try the left side. Rhodes. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, Byrne. This will be caught just inside the 10. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? things are going to work out in your favor.
And he's going to keep it here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The quarterback.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
operating from the gun. Porter. And this is going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun. Porter. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
Backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Byrne. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
8-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard
from the gun. Byrne throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Burns.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Porter. Wide open receiver complete.
Porter's pass.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Porter. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman.